Hey, I ain't folding under pressure, I ain't switching for no. I ain't talking to no cop and I ain't telling on my bros. Ain't no but don't push me, fingers itching on that. Plotting on my come up, gotta watch stay at my nose. Long nights just to hit the studio. Now I'm eating steak and shrimp, I ain't eating sloppy Joe. Looking to the mirror, flexing now it in his glow. Bust off like a welcome to the rodeo. Shorty wanna me cousin wearing gold. I came up and made it happen, now it's by the stove. Big inside this case is once do me dirty, I'ma find you lay out on the floor. 19 with a I got rich by myself, rather do this alone. I wasn't asking for no help, they keep asking how I'm winning with the card that I was dealt. Boy, I work hard for the seat and I ain't buckling my belt. Call my brother on the phone, he said broski you a star. I said brother hold it down, soon we'll all be living large. And it's crazy how last year was on my garage. Now I'm in a good position for this life, can't sabotage. I ain't folding under pressure, I ain't switching for no. I ain't talking to no cop and I ain't telling on my bros. Ain't no but don't push me, fingers itching on that. Plotting on my come up, gotta watch stay at my nose. Long nights just to hit the studio. Now I'm eating steak and shrimp, I ain't eating sloppy Joe. Looking to the mirror, flexing.
We are at the oldest continually operating stadium in the NFL as you get a look inside Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, ready as their guys get set to match up between the Washington Redskins and the Green Bay Packers. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Smith and the Redskins will come up now 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And right away he lost the football. But the Redskins look to get this one back, and indeed they did. It's still Washington football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Looking for his tight end read, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Josh Jackson. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Rodgers will try again on 2nd down. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
And here come the Redskins now. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
A good pickup there, a 22. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense.
And he loses the football a second time. And this is going to be Packer football. And hopefully for both sides, not a sign of things to come, Charles. This morning, it was so perfect outside, but we knew this weather was coming, and we see the effects of it here early on.
And I wonder if how perfect it was this morning has psychologically fooled everyone. You know, it's almost like even though we were told the weather was coming, and you know the teams knew it as well.
And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, his second touchdown on the season. And the Packers have taken the early lead. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. Elliott now to kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Hall. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Packer pressure, and down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Looking deep downfield. And that's caught at the 25. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. Big yardage that time for the Redskins. 49 yards.
Detroit!
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he finds the tight end, Reed. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Gun. They'll look to throw. And his throw here is incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
Here we go now. Blue landing. Blue landing. No. Check. Patriot.
They'll set up a throw. His throw caught right around the 6. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Redskins are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Rodgers will bring the Pack up with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Working from the gun, Rodgers. He's going to air one out. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. It's a big play that time for the Packers. 53 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Rodgers now on 1st down. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Jonathan Allen in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And they move this all the way down to the 9. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. 2 touchdown passes now here in this 1st quarter for Aaron Rodgers. And the Packers are able to cash in for 6. Elliott good with a PAT. And that makes the score 14-7. Elliott now to kick this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive, that culminating touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
They'll try and start this drive in the air, and it's incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Gone! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. This quarterback now 4 of 6 since taking over, and he's got a 1st down.
Over! Detroit! Gone!
They'll drop the throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. It's caught inside the 25. And he takes it down deep into Green Bay territory. A huge play there for Washington. 44 yards. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Hall. And a broken tackle could not free him. Taken down right at the 10-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Back to that
They'll look to throw again. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number one. Back live, Charles Davis to my right. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Redskin football to begin quarter number two. And they're driving, but they come up on a 3rd and short here.
Lucky 56! Lucky 56! All right, here we go. Boom, landed!
Now back to throw. The quick slant caught. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Paul Richardson, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Redskins are an extra point away from tying this thing up. The extra point hits the left upright, but goes through anyway. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This is taken at the 3. And that should give his guys a spark. He's up all the way to the 44-yard line.
In a tie game, both sides are looking for something to give them an advantage. It often falls back on special teams. And that return, that could be the spark to untie the game.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the Pack up 1st and 10 at their own 44. Rodgers going to throw. And he's got it complete to Anderson. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
He goes underneath for Anderson. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Hey, where y'all going? Back to north.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
Get 300. Get 300. No.
On 3rd down, that's Anderson. And a few little style points on the juke, but not much room to maneuver after that. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves them with a 4th down now. They'll run for it. Anderson. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Packers have moved out in front. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. Elliott now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here.
And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get.
And that's caught inside the 35. Big yardage that time for the Redskins. 44 yards.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days.